All right, let's talk about legal theft. You heard me. Today's episode is brought to you by Pfizer. Yeah, that Pfizer. COVID hero, drug dealer to the world, and plot twist tax ghost extraordinaire. See, in 2019, Pfizer pulled in over $20 billion in US sales. That's billion with a B. Big money, big science, big applause, right? Except, here's the magic trick. They reported zero taxable US income. Nada. Zilch. Like they just volunteered to sell you all that medicine for fun. Now, how'd they pull that off? Easy. Welcome to the Great American Profit Shuffle, where income goes on vacation permanently. Pfizer says, hey, we sold the drugs here. Sure, but the profits? Oh, those belong to our subsidiaries in Ireland, Puerto Rico, and Singapore, wink wink. Turns out, when your paperwork is slicker than a slip and slide, you can say the value was created overseas and pay a tiny tax rate, sometimes less than 5%. That's not tax avoidance, that's tax gymnastics. Now, before you go lighting pitchforks, let me be clear, this is totally legal. Morally bankrupt? Sure. Sketchy? Absolutely. But illegal? Nah, my friend. It's called the double Irish with a Dutch sandwich, and it's been on the corporate menu for decades. So here's how it works. Pfizer develops the drug. Pfizer USA sells the drug rights to an offshore subsidiary, let's say Pfizer Cayman Islands Shello Beach office. That offshore Pfizer entity then licenses the drug back to Pfizer USA to sell in the States. Pfizer USA pays royalties, giant ones, back to the offshore entity. Boom! The US company's profits disappear. They're now just an expense machine, barely scraping by, while their offshore cousin is rolling in untaxed billions. It's like a drug cartel laundering money through real estate, except this is fully IRS compliant. Why? Because US international tax law is a leaky sieve wrapped in corporate lobbying. You might be wondering, wait, didn't Trump's tax reform in 2017 fix this? Oh, sweet summer child, no. It just gave it a fresh coat of paint. The GILTI tax, that's global intangible low-taxed income, not a moral judgment though it should be, was supposed to stop this. But companies like Pfizer figured out how to shuffle intellectual property around like it's a shell game on Wall Street. And now? Senator Ron Wyden, chair of the Senate Finance Committee, is not amused. He launched a full-blown investigation, and let's just say the results are spicier than a pharma-funded TED Talk. Turns out, Pfizer structured itself so that almost all of the profit from US drug sales gets sucked into low-tax havens before the IRS can even blink. Meanwhile, the company still enjoys billions in US government contracts, FDA protection, and public goodwill. Wyden's words, not mine. This is one of the most aggressive examples of offshore profit shifting we've ever seen. Pfizer, for their part, said, whoa, this is misleading. We paid $29 billion in taxes globally between 2018 and 2022. Cool story, bro, but we're talking where you paid, not if. That's like saying, I paid for the drinks when you left your buddy with the bill. The courts? So far, they're not swinging a gavel just yet. This is still in the investigation stage, no lawsuits, no indictments. But make no mistake, if Congress decides to close this loophole, it could be open season on the entire Big Pharma offshore tax party. Until then, Pfizer's not breaking laws. They're just bending them like Beckham cashing checks like Bezos. So what's the lesson here, folks? It ain't about what's fair, it's about what's written down. And when the law has a back door, you better believe billion-dollar companies aren't walking, they're moonwalking through it. Pfizer gave us the vaccine, but they also gave the IRS a disappearing act worthy of Houdini. It's not criminal, it's corporate alchemy. You turn American profits into offshore gold, and the only thing left in the US? A very confused taxman and a very slick PowerPoint presentation. So next time you pop a pill, remember, you're not just taking medicine, you're funding a masterclass in international finance. And hey, if you like your truth raw, your loopholes exposed, and your corporate saints dragged into the light, hit that like button, slam, subscribe, and share this video faster than Pfizer shares profits with the Caymans. You want more legal sorcery? You know who to call. Better call Saul.